Hi everybody, welcome to Family Focus Friday. I am coming to you at the end of a very busy week. So I'm trying to get a few things done before the weekend comes in, and obviously I could not miss out on this video. So I hope you're having a great week. I really wanted to speak today very quickly, hopefully briefly, on acceptance and family relationships. I had a beautiful article sent to me this week around embracing people who are not yet ready to accept the diagnosis of their child. This particular article was about Down syndrome, but I could see every community, every SEN community being affected by this. And it's really interesting because we all get thrown into a culture all of a sudden, this very big change. We've all heard, most of us have heard around the poem around Holland, and you're on the destination to New York, and then you end up somewhere else or wherever your first destination would have been. But there's this thing where you just end up in a big cultural shift, and in that time there is a level of acceptance that every individual goes through. And some people get there really quickly, other people take really long. Sometimes the idea of acceptance doesn't truly come to an individual, and all of this is completely fine. And I'd like to say as well that acceptance of the situation is not a situation that's lacking fear. It's not a situation that's lacking questions, and it's definitely not a situation that's lacking just that feeling of I would have liked this to be different. None of that periodically means you haven't accepted your beautiful child. It just means that you're human and you've questioned your journey, and that's all really well. That's really good, and you need to do that. But what that article then led me to think, because in communities, so your support groups and people are at different places, and how supportive we all are with everybody, which is amazing. But I brought it right back down to the community that it all started with, which was the family. And I thought, actually, most of us individually have to walk this journey of acceptance. And one person might be here, another person might be there, another person might be here. And it made me think of, actually, when we think about the closest people to us, so it's our husbands, our wives, our boyfriends, our girlfriends, the parent of the child, the other parent of the child, extended family, grandparents. When we think of all of that, there is a level of acceptance that has to happen for everybody for that unit to become effective again. I think relationships that were already quite solid, that can have that good communication, may achieve this quicker. But I think when there hasn't been that strong communication or things in the family, which happens, you kind of have to work really hard when there's this cultural shift, and you have to work really hard for everybody to understand and then partake on their own journey of acceptance. And I've worked with families and parents and everything, a part of a few groups myself, and sometimes I hear things like, oh, can't take them to the grandparents because they just think they're really naughty and all of this thing, and you rightly so sometimes we sometimes respond out of frustration or anger, and rightly so, we all have moments. But it made me think, actually, instead of reacting out of the pain of the situation, because that's part of our journey of acceptance, responding through pragmatism, like being really pragmatic about it, like, okay, their understanding is completely gone. In this very moment, I have the opportunity to teach and to share what is actually going on with my child, pre-diagnosis or diagnosis there or whatever. Your child, and so for you to communicate that to your spouse, your extended family, your friend circle, in a pragmatic way, would allow people to ask questions and feel comfortable with asking questions. So I suppose this today was just about recognizing where you personally are on your journey of acceptance, and then once you've kind of seen your own place, looking to the right and the left, and the people that are closest around you, seeing where they might be, and asking them to do the same for you, because part of that just helps you to allow this real village to really build up around this child who's going to need all of you to support them. But it first starts off with your acceptance, and then it starts off with your family cultural shift, and it will then continue to have an impact on the young people that are around you. So I just wanted to share that today, is that acceptance and relationships go hand in hand. If you can understand where you are in your own acceptance, and we can give other people around us time and energy and space to do that themselves too, that there is a hope for a really strong family unit, if you have that anyway, around you and your children. So that was me musing for this week. I hope that you have an amazing weekend of acceptance, joy and peace, and that I look forward to Family Focus Friday next week. Yay! Have a great week. Bye bye.